Hello. In the last class, we have seen Markovnikov's rule. In this class, now we are going to see anti-Markovnikov's rule. Markovnikov's rule is saying that in an electrophilic addition reaction, electrophile attacks in such a way to produce a stable carbocation. But MS Karash and Mayo showed that anti-Markovnikov products are forming when HBr is adding to the alkenes in the presence of peroxides. The reversal addition of HBr on the alkenes in presence of peroxide is called peroxide effect, or you can say anti-Markovnikov rule also. Generally, why this takes place? So that is when we see the mechanism, we will come to know why the reversal attack is taking place. You can see here 2-methyl 2-butene, HBr is adding. You are getting a Markovnikov product. Markovnikov product is nothing but first electrophile H plus will attack, generate a stable carbocation, Br minus will attack. So that you can see here bromine is attacking to the more substituted carbon, double bond carbon, hydrogen is attacking to less substituted carbon. You can see in the other way, the HBr is adding in presence of peroxide, reversal it is taking place. You can see in place of bromine, hydrogen is present. In place of hydrogen, bromine is present. It is anti-Markovnikov product. So why this reversal addition taking place in presence of peroxide, that we will going to see in the anti-Markovnikov's rule. So HBr addition is taking place according to the Markovnikov's rule. When peroxide you are adding, it will take place in the opposite direction, reversal direction. So that is I am calling it as anti-Markovnikov's rule or peroxide effect, because it is taking place in presence of peroxide. In generally, peroxide is a radical initiator, or it will produce radicals. Slight heating or to the exposed to the sunlight, it will produce radicals. Those radicals will initiate the radical chain reaction. So here one thing is clear, when HBr alone is adding, it is ionic mechanism. When HBr is adding in presence of peroxide, it is free radical mechanism. So that we will see. So initial step is that peroxide, when exposed to sunlight or heat, it will undergo homolytic cleavage and it will produce free radical. Alkoxy free radical is OO linkage has more instability because of the lone pair electrons on the oxygen, they are repulsing. You can see here clearly two lone pair electrons on one oxygen, other two lone pair electrons on another oxygen. They are electron repulsions are there. So the bond is very labile. It can be homolytically break easily by providing a little amount of energy. Once the alkoxy radical is generated, that will react with the HBr and it will produce bromine radical. So ultimately the first step is that radical initiation, radical production. Once that radical production, generation takes place, that bromine radical in the step 1 it will attack on the alkene. So bromine radical will attack in such a way to produce a stable free radical. You can see here when C of the tertiary double bond carbon, if it is attacking, it will produce secondary free radical. Secondary free radical is less stable compared to the tertiary free radical. So the bromine will attack in such a way that to produce a stable tertiary free radical. So it will attack on the CH double bond carbon. It is very clear the bromine is attacking on the CH double bond carbon only. It will not attack on the tertiary double bond carbon, because when it attacks on the tertiary double bond carbon, it will produce secondary free radical. Secondary free radical is unstable, so that bromine free radical will attack on the CH double bond carbon to generate a tertiary free radical which is highly stable. This tertiary free radical in the second step this tertiary free radical will react with the bromine, hydrogen bromide, and abstract hydrogen radical and generate the bromine. Again this bromine radical will enter into the first step and it will start the reaction, so that you are getting an anti-Markovnikov product. It is very easy to understand. Markovnikov's rule is giving that stable carbocation is generated in the step 1. In presence of peroxide, why the reversal addition taking place? This is the question. For that, the reason is that the mechanism is undergoing free radical mechanism. It is producing a radical, stable tertiary radical, so that reversal addition taking place. In case of Markovnikov's rule, the H plus is the adding electrophile, is very important. In anti-Markovnikov addition, bromine radical is the electrophile, adding electrophile. This is the very important point. This Markovnikov's rule is that proton, H plus is the electrophile, adding electrophile. Anti-Markovnikov product, bromine radical is the adding electrophile. That's it. This is clear, so that you can understand now why this reversal addition is taking place. Okay. And one more important thing is that the peroxide effect you can observe in case of HBr addition only. You cannot observe peroxide effect in case of HCl and HI. Is very important. Already one question is present on this in the JEE mains. Why that is taking place? So in the case of HBr addition in presence of peroxide, except alkoxy radical formation, all the 3 steps are exothermic, energy liberation takes place. So readily takes place. Reactions are spontaneous because those are exothermic reactions. We need not to provide reaction energy, so they takes place on its own. But when come to the HCl addition, you can see the addition of alkyl radical HCl with HCl is strongly endothermic. We need to provide energy to take place this reaction. So you once I read this thing, you see peroxide effect occurs with only HBr, but not with HCl and HI. It is because the reaction of an alkyl radical with HCl is strongly endothermic. To take place that reaction, we need to provide the energy, so that HCl addition takes place in the ionic mechanism only. It will not go through free radical mechanism. To take place through free radical mechanism, we need to supply externally energy, so that it is a slow process. So it preferentially undergo ionic mechanism, so that HCl addition either in presence of peroxide or without peroxide, it will give only one type of product, is Markovnikov product. ionic mechanism. In the similar way, Hi addition is also will not affect by the addition of peroxide. In the case of Hi addition, the alkene is going to add by the iodine radical itself is endothermic, and you cannot expect free radical mechanism in case of Hi addition to alkene. So in this you see is very essential the conditions or what are the things we understand by this mechanism is that first thing is that HBr addition takes place according to the Markovnikov's rule is general statement. What is Markovnikov's rule? That we have seen already. Next, when HBr you are adding in presence of peroxide, it will add opposite to the Markovnikov's rule. It is adding opposite to the Markovnikov's rule in presence of peroxide, so we are calling it as peroxide effect. Peroxide effect. Why this peroxide effect? Why this opposite or reversal orientation addition taking place? Because it is undergoing through different mechanism, that is radical mechanism, and also energy is also favoring that, so that this is clear. HBr is adding Markovnikov product. HBr is adding in presence of peroxide anti-Markovnikov product. Okay. Can we observe this anti-Markovnikov product in the addition of HCl Hi? No, we cannot. Why? Because the steps involved in this HCl Hi addition in presence of peroxide are endothermic, because we need to supply energy, so they preferentially go by the mechanism of ionic, by not free radical mechanism. Is it clear? Okay. So you see we have completed Markovnikov's rule. Next, anti-Markovnikov's rule or peroxide effect, and why HCl Hi do not participate in the anti-Markovnikov's rule. These are the things we have completed. So from the next class onwards, we are going to study organic chemistry from the basics onwards. It will start from the carbon to the end of the carboxylic acid derivatives. So that I want to going to start from tomorrow onwards. Is it clear? Right.